Hey, what is up, T.I S? Happy Memorial Day. It's raining like crazy today. 5/27/2024. Gotta always date your videos. Not in a, relationship way, duh. But yeah, sometimes when these perps do a lot of shit and you catch them, make videos about them, you actually have to say the date. Or even like put the date on, like when you save it on your computer, make sure the date is on. I don't know if you have to have the time too, but I know that that's evidence for the popo. Listen, I know they're involved. Every damn day I go to Dunkin'. As soon as I sit my ass down, a cop car would come by, or an ambulance, or a fire truck. So there's a lot of fires lately in this neighborhood. That's definitely gang stalking. All of a sudden, all the fire, like every day. I feel like 3 or 4 days straight last week, or the week before. No, it's 2 weeks ago. You hear the screaming? That's because I don't want you to talk about this. Oh, wow. So anyways, excuse me. Yep, I still have a stupid cough. I went to a specialist and everything. He said it was phlegm from like having allergies. I think it's phlegm because these fucking people on both sides of me smoke in their house and it goes through my walls and I gotta wake up smelling smoke. I think that's what it is. Anyways, I gotta take Flonase now for that. So yeah, fun times. Well, Flonase does work. Works quicker than any pill. And they have the over the counter one now, so it's actually cheaper. But when it first came out, it was so much money. The insurance did not want to pay for it, But it does. I don't like taking pills. That's what I told him. I was like, I don't really like taking pills. Is there anything else? So, yeah, so Flonase is definitely the way to go. Even the generic brand of Flonase, it works quicker for the allergies, but you gotta take it every day. So, yeah, so the perps, they always try to get us to be sick and everything with illnesses and all that. They do witchcraft against us. And they don't like it when we leave the house. They don't like it when we keep up our doctor appointments. Like for me, they do the witchcraft on my stomach, so I would stay home and be in the bathroom all day. And it really doesn't work too much anymore. Like, I've been praying about everything. So, well, they feel like he trusts me when I tell you who I saw today and the look that he gave me. I was dying laughing. It was great. So anyways, yeah, I've been having some nice times lately. This weekend was nice. I met up with my coworkers at Dunkin'. We all sat together, talked. Then we went for a little walk to the store. And who was there already? The taller of the 2 drunk guys that I saw a couple weeks ago. And his sister was there with him. She looked like Donna, my ex-friend. I was like, oh god. At least it wasn't her, but the same hairdo and everything. It was creepy. Maybe that is his sister too. I don't know. I would not be surprised. Or cousins or something, like, you know what I mean? Because the way that him and the other guy walked up to me like that, right out of the liquor store. So everything was fine. I had not seen Blue Smurf since before I got yelled at by Patrolman Smurf, and I was like, I knew something was up because I saw him yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, I wasn't home. So it was the day before, which was Saturday, I think. Saturday? Yeah. One of my coworkers knows him. And every time she sees him, she's like, there's your friend. That's pretty funny. We laugh about it because it is funny though. He does show up every time. So he stood in his little corner again with his camouflage jacket, always now the camouflage raincoat. Um, so he was there drinking, smoking a doobie. Yeah, he has like 4 or 5 beers every time he's there. So I'm rolling up a joint, smoking it. These perps don't get it. That's a weakness. They're trying to get our weaknesses out of us to gaslight us and everything. They got more weaknesses than we do. I don't drink and I don't smoke, so you ain't getting me with that. But that's why they try to get me while I'm sleeping. You know, they try to deprive me of my sleep because they know the other ways ain't working. So I'm not gonna take up any smoking and drinking and nothing like that. So they know they can't get me that way. I didn't see anybody else besides Willismith on this is Saturday, yeah. And you know, he was still there the whole time, even by the time I got back from the store. Like, bruh. So I came back here, and my neighbors were having a barbecue next door. Now, right before I was going in, I guess the fall was out there, and I was listening to something like a prayer video. So he probably took it the wrong way. Good, because not everything is about you. I'm telling you, he's the one that starts all this shit. He drinks. He's a drinker, so of course he's gonna be paranoid. That's why when you drink too much, you get paranoid. So he thought, you know, we were doing stuff to him, and we weren't. Nobody's doing nothing to him. That's how all this shit started, where they broke stuff in my backyard and everything. He used to knock down the pillows. He used to leave pillows. Well, we used to leave pillows out like here for the furniture. And I literally saw him knock it down. I heard the gate open, and I looked out the window and he was doing that. I didn't think to take my camera though. If he ever does it again, hopefully I'll remember to take my camera and record it, because the fuck are you going on my property for? Anyways, I digress. So he didn't bother us. It didn't bother me at all. I was just bothered by myself. And my neighbor on the other side, she gave me her strawberries. That's what's wrong. So I was like, I'm glad I didn't go in right away. So and I'm like going back in to put them in the fridge, and he was coming out of his yard at the same time. And I just kept walking. And that's it, that's all. I kept walking. Nothing happened. And that's all you gotta do, just keep walking. Do what you gotta do. Because when I went to the store, nobody bothered me. Maybe because I was with other people, but even when I'm not with other people, sometimes they don't bother me at all. You know, because I'm just doing my thing. Just going to a store, I need stuff from the store. I go get it. The way I walk fast. But eventually I get there. I go to places on my own pace. So, sucks to be them. I don't know what to tell them. I live a pretty boring life, so if they're gonna watch me, they're gonna get bored. So, they had a barbecue next door. And the son came over with his wife, and they brought the dog. The dog did not go to their side right away. The dog came to me, and like, he was sniffing me and let me pet him. I was like, what? And then they come in, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, all friendly and everything. I was like, oh, I'm like, all right, you know, it's cute. The dog started growling at them. It's their dog and growling at them. I was like, oh shit. So I was laughing about that. And then I went back in again because, you know, nighttime's pretty cold out by then. And then I told my sister, she was, oh wow, you know, it was pretty shocking because at the beginning he was nice to me, the son. He had a crush on me, and his mom decided the only way that we should get together is by throwing bread at my windowsill and putting it in my windowsill first. It didn't work, so that's why she kept throwing it. It's like some sort of ritual, like a love ritual. I'm not gonna eat strange food on my fucking windowsill. That's stupid. It's all because I'm fat. That's why. She thought that was gonna work. No, that does not work. Maybe it would work with Homer Simpson, but not for me. I don't randomly eat stuff off the floor like that. That's stupid. Or off a windowsill. That makes no sense. So, alright, so now we're in good terms. We're cool, whatever. Like in the beginning. because the son speaks English, the father does not, so he does not know how to communicate. That's what my other neighbor was saying. It's true, like fucking get a grip. You go to rehab, work on yourself a little bit. No, narcissistic people don't do that. So, we chilled out here, and then the dog was barking at my family when they were going back in the house. And then our dog started barking at that dog. Oh, it was funny, it was a bark fest. So, yesterday I went to the family's house. We had a barbecue, it was nice. Nobody bothered us over there. Like random people usually do. Every once in a while they'll come down that block and do some weird shit. So I was happy that they didn't do that time. It was nice yesterday too. It was a nice breeze. I remember last year it was 500 degrees out there. It was disgusting. I wasn't gonna go to Dunkin'. I felt I was gonna fall asleep. I said, you know what, let me just stay awake. Because I'm gonna need extra sleep tonight. I'm gonna try to sleep, earlier. Because they've been messing with my sleep lately, these gang stalkers. So it wasn't working. They doing voice of skull again. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not really working too much. I sleep a little extra when they do that. So the first time was a girl. She said something in my right ear. I don't remember what it was. What she said. I woke up. I had like one eye open. I was like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch." And I fell back asleep, but she didn't say shit after that. The fucking voice is called bitch. I don't know where it was coming from. Well, she didn't have an accent, so it's probably American. But they're really bitch. And then I had a dream, a nightmare basically, that somebody was attacking me. It was a whole bunch of people. They were outside my door, my garage door. They were fighting me to get in. They wanted to get in. And a guy was in my ear, a voice of skull. So he's gonna come after me or something like that to the effect. So I was fighting him in a dream, and I woke up. I said, "I rebuke all of you in Jesus Christ's name. That you get fire on your witchcraft that you're doing to me." Something to that effect. And then I went back to sleep, and then it bothered me after that. So last night I did something a little bit like that again. I have to get up and say something. It's like ridiculous. They can't leave us alone. So I got a new perp today. So maybe that was the guy that was in my ear and the voice of skull. Let me tell you what he did. So it was raining today all day. I was like, I'm going to go Dunkin' anyway. I kind of popped a pimple on my face, and I probably shouldn't have waited until I got back home. I did not, so it was bleeding too much. I have a band-aid on my face, so I got made fun of when I was at Dunkin'. And not for that though, for my weight. And like these people think they're slick, so I get there, and it was pretty full, so I waited on the side, off to the side. I'm sitting there, and these kids were like laughing, pointing, like teenagers. I'm like, I'm not gonna say shit to these teenagers, because then I could go to jail for that. Anything to make me go to jail. This is what these perps are doing. They're pointing and laughing, and when I finally got a seat, I heard him talking, saying something about obese. But then, they don't realize the window was right there, so I could see the reflection. And so I see them pointing and laughing and all that stuff. So I kept looking back a little bit, a couple times. After a few minutes, they shut up and they left. So I was like, that's not gonna make me scream at them. So at one point, I'm sitting there looking at my phone, and patrolman supposed to come by. All right, he's giving me the dirtiest look I've ever seen him give me. He's crossing the street. He's not paying attention to where he's going, but he kept scowling me. I'm like, go right ahead, bitch. I looked right at him too. I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do? I looked at him like that face. Really, what the fuck's he gonna do? I'm gonna record that shit too, and then I call the police. So go right ahead, bitch. Another one thinks he's slick. So then Voodoo Smurf shows up again with his stupid camouflage jacket in the corner in the pouring rain. That's what I thought he was doing. No, he went down the block. he went across the street and then down the block. He goes around the corner. So Patrolman Smurf probably called him to come by. You hear the honking? Yeah. Yeah, I got there was the ambulance, fire truck ambulance. Oh my god. It's always a fucking fire lately. The bad fires too. They've knocked down buildings and everything. Not too far from here. Like right behind the house. In that neighborhood over there. Those people lost their whole entire house. And those people died. It was on the news and everything. I was like, what the hell? And then we smelled smoke again. We're thinking that it's the Canadian fires and the wildfires again. It probably is that. We're probably going to get that again. Well, that's probably why the weather's been crazy too. And so I didn't stay at Dunkin' too long. I had my coffee and I left. The worker comes in and he's usually the one that calls who's. He looked at me and he put his head down. And he nodded at me, but he put his head down afterwards. So like, because I looked at him like, what you gonna do too? Nothing. I'm wearing my Tom and Jerry shirt. It's red with a target on it. Look at You hear the morning dove? And so all of that, little stuff. They're trying to just get under my skin for a little bit. All of a sudden, like, I'm almost finished my coffee, right? This guy comes in. He's got Giants hat and a jacket. The jacket looked like somebody cut out the letters and glued them on his jacket so they were falling off. He walks in and goes, "Whose car is this in the crosswalk?" So we're looking at him like, nobody's car. It's nobody's car. It was already there. And he goes, "Oh, ooh, a cardinal. A cardinal." Sorry, I love to see cardinals. I was just asking for cardinals yesterday. Oh, yay. I think that's the girl. So anyways, yeah, so he's asking people and they're like, what the hell is he asking? That's a new gang stalker. Why the fuck would he come in there and ask if he's walking on foot? He didn't have a car, but he's walking on foot, coming into Dunkin' asking whose car is at the corner. What is that your business, first of all? And nobody said anything to him. Actually, we also didn't. It's nobody's car. We don't know whose car that is. And he was like, you could tell, like he was laughing while he was saying it. So that's how I knew he was like. I already knew he was a perp. Come on now. So maybe that's the guy that did the voice skull in my head. I would not put it past him. So he looked at me like, yeah, they always park in the crosswalk. I said, there's always somebody blocking the crosswalk. He goes, that could be a bad thing to people. I'm trying to walk around it. And it's like in my way. I'm like, okay, walk around it then. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. They want me to like yell at them. It's kind of funny. I did not feel like filming that nonsense. Because what is that gonna do? And if he comes in next time I go there and sits next to me, I'll record that, definitely. Because fuck that guy. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and listen to that shit. Patrolman Smurf was walking past my house yesterday. It was on camera. He looked pissed. He noticed the car wasn't in the driveway. Aw, you poor cokehead. Yeah, we gotta watch for that coke rage. Maybe he should go to rehab. The guy down the block went to rehab and he's in jail now. He had no choice. They used him up. He already got arrested. My neighbor saw him. We were hanging out together. We saw him drinking the whole day. He saw the videos on my property with no shoes on. What a weird. He was drinking something in that cup. I don't know what the hell he was drinking. I get threw up my garbage. I'm like, no, go to your own fucking house. Even my family saw him walking around with no shoes. They said he was drying his clothes on the fence of his house. So you don't have a dryer, or you can't put them on a line of clothes in your backyard. He went fucking batshit crazy, that guy. Good. That's what's gonna happen to all perps. They don't seem to understand that whole thing. The more drugs you take, the more your brain cells die. The more you act erratic because you don't have control over yourself anymore. There's like a lot of things you're not gonna have control over anymore. Keep taking them drugs, kid. Drugs are bad, okay? It's true though, they are bad, but you know, you gotta make fun of these perps. I don't feel sorry for them. I just don't. So when you show empathy to narcissistic people, they drain yours. Don't ever feel sorry for them. You reap what you sow. They don't like that I'm not the same like them, you know. So they would like to gaslight me. Go right ahead. My brother gaslights me. My father used to gaslight me. My sister gaslights me too. Yeah, it's fun. So I already know what the fuck that is. I'm not stupid like these old fucking perps think. Assholes. Bunch of fucking assholes. Surrounded by assholes. I'm gonna get that on a t-shirt. It's from Spaceballs. I'm gonna get that t-shirt made. I'm surrounded by assholes. I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. How many assholes we got on the ship anyhow? And they all stand up and go, yo. That's pretty funny. I can't wait to wear my ET shirt again. Hope they get jealous of that too. They get jealous of every fucking thing I do. Good. Like I said, they knew I was going to Disney World. Every fucking perp walked past me while I was at Dunkin' wearing something Disney. And I didn't even go there yet. I was talking about it that week. Because they listen in on conversations. And then I talked about Bugs Bunny at one point. Everybody wore a Bugs Bunny t-shirt after that. I also talked about... I talked about Tweety Bird. Somebody was wearing a Tweety Bird shirt. Like, bruh, really? Although, you know, they've been sending a lot of girls coming in. You know, young girls wearing camouflage pants. The day I was wearing camouflage pants last week or whatever it was, you know, I was ready to go back in the house, you know, at home. And I'm sitting there, and they're looking at me too. They're walking in wearing camouflage pants. They're getting mad at me for wearing camouflage. Oh, bitch, I'm wearing it first, bitch. You copying me. I love when they copy the shirt though that I'm wearing. They didn't do that for a while though. It took like a month. Somebody had a similar shirt, and then they had the shirt in particular. And then they're doing the Target bag thing again. Red and black again. It was an older guy with a camouflage book bag today and a Target bag. I just sipped my coffee. Well, I just look at them and sip my coffee. Yeah, they get mad about that too. Oh well. Because I have to ask the handler to give the money to go to Dunkin' or Starbucks or whatever. I don't have to do that. Guess what? I go in Dunkin', I go on my app and I order it. And then it shows up. I'm like, oh, just get off the chair and get it. That's it. End the story. So, the other day I was playing, not yesterday, the day before when I was out here on Saturday, I was playing cardinal calls. So I was trying to make them come. And then I had my own video that I took. My own video that I took of a cardinal, so I was playing that. And I didn't see any, but I put on the TV, and the Simpsons were on, and they had, the player at that time with the Cardinals jersey on. I'm like, oh, that's my Cardinal. So that was cool. And then now today we see the girl Cardinal. So I like that. I like when the Cardinals come to visit. There's a lot of snails today. So I'm going to see if I can get some pictures. So the glare that I got from Patrolman Smurf, it was awesome. It was chef's kiss, you know what I'm saying? Etsy. Oh, there's merchandise with that. I can get that on Etsy though too. I'm gonna have fun this year. Take care, T.I S.